Hey everybody, I am here. Sorry it took me so much time and that things didn't exactly go the way I wanted this morning, but it seems like everything is kind of... Oh, whoops. Wrong button. Everything has chilled, calmed down, returned to normal, and all that. Howdy, everybody. Hey, Top Hat, you're here. Hey, Titan Boss. Hey, Universe. And howdy, Red Dalek. Okay, so I've mostly just been throwing stuff around, trying to get everything in order today. My internet calmed down about noon. Probably should have streamed it about then, but oh well. But hey, everybody's here now. Hold on. Okay. Where am I going? What am I doing? I don't remember. Okay. So, I do believe... Okay. Yeah, wow, we're getting quite a lot done now. There's so much here. Holy shit. It took you 10 years, but it all seems good. Trump and Elon are streaming. Oh, yeah, I heard about that. Not gonna watch it, obviously, but I don't, have anything against anyone. I know there are people who have this rabid obsession with, hating Elon Musk or Donald Trump, or both. A lot of those people seem to hate both, honestly. I just don't see it. I feel like that's, peak NPC programming. If you go, oh yeah, Elon Musk is kind of like an interesting dude, because, yeah, he is. He's a little interesting. Mostly because you don't become the richest man in the world without making yourself a little bit interesting along the way. And then you have this sort of fomented hatred all because he took over their precious little clubhouse, which was Twitter. And by the way, the enshittification of Twitter is just keeps marching on, I tell you. It seems like today there's just no end to something to worry about or some controversy to stir up. It's weird. Trump and Elon. Oh yeah, you the guy who got grief by Fifth Column? No, you're thinking of someone else. IPN. You might be thinking about Nerds Inc. Those people griefed me a while ago. Long while ago now. It's been years since you're thinking about Space Valve 3, I bet. Hey, Joe Billy, welcome. So glad Elon took over Twitter, bro. My government wants him arrested. Yeah, see, that's kind of how you know the right things are occurring. When there are a handful of politicians, usually politicians, it's almost always the politicians, who are upset at someone doing something they don't like. But the something they don't like isn't inherently against the law. Or it's not oh no, he crushes puppies. Oh, thank you, a historian. They will slander his name and try to make him sound like he's the worst thing that ever walked the earth. But that his crimes, heavy air quotes, crimes, are honestly just pathetic. They're not crimes. They're wrongthink, which in the mind of the people in power, wrongthink is a crime. So I should be careful when I say crime, because they genuinely believe in wrongthink. You are not allowed to engage in wrongthink, and if you do, your name must be slandered, and who you are and what you are must be annihilated. And Trump engages in wrongthink. Elon engages in wrongthink. Yeah, it's a cult. That's really kind of what it is. These people are a fucking cult. Cult mentality. Or actually, no, maybe it's better described as the crab bucket mentality. We all must suffer. We all must be in the bucket. Crab bucket mentality. I'll never forget when I first heard that phrase. Such accurate phrasing. It was too woke? Yeah, well, I mean, that's That's the cult mentality. It's too woke. Or wokeism, rather, is the cult mentality. Elon's quite a shitbag. I still respect him for SpaceX. I'm sure he's done unscrupulous things that are like gray, neither black nor white, just very gray morally. And I don't really care about other people's morality, okay? If they have killed people, if they have broken the law, you know, let the law do whatever, okay? Let that be sorted out however it will be sorted out. But for what someone says, we should not demonize them. It's just, like, come on, this is 2B2T, like the bastion of chaos, anarchy, and what is effectively free speech. Like, I can appreciate people who stir the pot a little bit. But it's not like they've, like I said, they've not crushed puppies under their heels. They've not actually killed anyone that I know of. You know, there are a lot of people who've done a lot worse things. And they continue to walk around free and are, in some cases, like public heroes. So no, I don't agree with this mentality of you gotta lock in step with the common clade. The mentality of the moron is what everybody should adhere to. Like, no, I'm good. Let people speak their minds. Let people make their decisions. Let the chips fall where they may. Don't feel as though you are in charge of what everybody else has to think or say. I'm so tired of the thought police. Oh, whoops. That goes there. Oh my god, there's so much crap over there I've got to fix. But this sewer area is really coming together. Hey, Recon, over here watching while your Adventures of the X-World border. Okay. Hopefully that goes well. I know the borders are really fucking far and really painful to get to. I honestly, like, I kind of want to segue into that. What do people see in going to the world borders? Like, I don't want to stay on political topics too long. But, like, seriously, what do people see? What value is there in going to the world border other than to say, oh, I did it? Oh, well, I went there. Like, why, though? Why spend 40 hours, or however many it is? It may not be 40. Depends on how crazy of a fly exploit, movement exploit you have. But, yeah, why bother doing it? Like, I genuinely do not understand. I've played on this fucking server for nearly 10 years. I've got 12 years of experience with its history. And I've seen so many things. And I've just never understood, what is the value in going to the world border? What does that matter? Like, yeah, it's a gigantic, ticker tape, light blue and transparent looking thing. And it just... Like, I've seen the world border on other maps. You know, you've seen one world border, you've seen them all. Like, who gives a shit? What value is there in that? I almost got killed, another you're AFKing. Oh, do be careful. That is some bad juju waiting to happen. You gotta pay attention in the Nether now. You can't slack off. The piglins will carve you up like a Christmas goose. The more you tell people not to do something, the more they will want to do it. I guess? But I can't imagine the world border like that factors in, you know? I don't know. You're bored as hell? Oh. Oof. Fair enough, I guess. Have you tried? Oh, no. Oh, no. Is it starting? Okay. I've been having ping issues lately. Have you tried just, I don't know, making a base? Or something? Have you considered constructive endeavors? I don't know. Downside, someone ended up finding your stuff and stole it. Ouch. Yeah, you will have a lot of that happen. Nobody is safe anywhere. Okay, I know I originally designed this to be a one-way thing. Like, you fall into this pool, there's no getting out. But, I don't know. I might go easy. I might go easy and make some sort of a ladder here. Because, like, I think there does need to be a reason to get up here, you know? Because, for example, there's going to be on the uppermost parts of this, this uppermost area. Yeah, like way up there. Holy shit. You're going to be able to jump down from a windowsill up there at that very top edge where my cursor is. You're going to be able to jump down from that windowsill, and your options are going to be slam onto that metal grating, slam onto this copper pipe, or miss and land in the water. Which I think you can make that jump from up at that high edge up here, this windowsill. I think you can just barely jump and then air strafe and land in the water here, sort of like a miniature dropper. And then you're locked into the sewers. And I don't know. I don't know that I necessarily want to hamper your exploration. I might just give you the choice to fall, or, you know, and not lock you into having to go down one route or another. Going to explore the world border is usually just a flex to show you have TP exploit. Yeah, but so many people go there without TPing. They run there, they fly there, they, you know, they used a thing that expended a lot of their time and effort to get there. It isn't a matter of, oh, well, I have an exploit. Well, no, they don't, actually. Most of them are just going there because they can. It's bizarre, man. Heckin' bizarre. It's a low-effort endeavor. It certainly feels low effort, because, like, you're just expending 50 hours, 40 hours, whatever it is, to get there. Oh, shit. There's supposed to be a light source. Okay, well, fuck. I'll just have to put these up here. Starting to look like the test server already. Yes, yes it is. Slowly but surely we're getting there. Layer by layer. The only thing I have, a slight request, Universin, is that whenever you're done with whatever segment you're working on, I guess you're making this area and then the little shower area that was over here. When you're done with this, can you start doing layer by layer with me? Because, like, I feel like that's going to yield more effort, or, like, more concise. You know, it'll make progress feel more, like, on track, I guess. Kind of hard to describe what I feel about it. Hey, Air One, welcome. Falling in there was guaranteed death. If drowning was camp... Oh, yeah, the drowned. Yeah. That was the other thing, too. The drowned. I may or may not get rid of there being drowned down there. Because, like, I did make a section... Didn't we wall it off where you couldn't... a drowned couldn't get down there or something? Something along those lines. Okay, I think no, I didn't. I've got just a little bit more of this glow lichen to apply. The pipe maze, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure, honestly. Any collabs with other YouTubers like Fit or Sal? Sal, Rickson, and Fast Vincent. I'm going to wrangle them into playing this game when it is finished. Okay, I think I'm done with that layer. I can start placing on this layer now. There are many, many things here that I have not gotten. Wrangle them? Kidnap? It's more like get them to agree to do it and then arrange a time in which I think they'll be able to do it. And I'm pretty sure they'll all be very happy to actually want to do it. Because this game was, like, really cool when we played it, when we were testing. Like, it was actually quite fun and exhilarating. And it's like, it's a completely different experience than what you would get playing regular 2v2t, you know? Like, you can go run out there and stash hunt for hours on end. You can run to the world border. You can, go make your own base. You can do any number of things you wish. But also, there's this one place that there's this awesome game you can go play. And it's like an actual proper dungeon crawler game. I hate using the term dungeon crawler, but like that's the most accurate. Metroidvania dungeon crawler. That's like the accurate description. Most accurate description I can give. So you're going to persuade them. Well, that's the thing. I've already talked to Vincent, Sal, and Rickson, and they already have exhibited, an excitement to come and try. So if nothing else, I will get them to, do it. Lots of progress since last time, judging by the height of the build. There may be more than half left. Yeah, we're not, I would say we're 50% or so, or just shy of 50% done with the game itself. But that also included, that metric included the effort to make the maps. And these little bastards took a lot of time to put together. You would think, I had all this back surrounding side area. These are the exact, I did it 2 maps. One was the art in the middle, as well as the nameplate and the description text. That was all flat map. And so a lot of this was just flat map that could be baritone botted. But the edge of the card, the borders, the little, the backing area, this little magic symbol here, all of this is a valleyed map. And so I sort of alternated part flat, part valleyed. And even with baritone and having all the materials on hand to just openly swap out and then tearing up all the old art to make room for the new art, that was still 3 weeks of effort. So getting those 8 cards was not as simple as I was hoping them to be. But it's all over, so I don't got to worry about it. It's all at an end. Was down from the crash deploy? Yeah. Apparently that's fixed. No mention or change on the MOTD. So everybody will still experience higher ping as we move for the next 1 to 3 million years to whatever the hell it is that we're going to move to. Whatever is happening, I don't know. Maybe one of these days we'll get an update of some kind. I imagine we're probably waiting for 120.2 or whatever. I can't see it being an incredibly smooth operation until we have a new version. Because 121.1 or 121.0 or whatever the hell, it's apparently not good enough. Kind of makes you wonder what, because obviously none of us do any developing on things like Folia or Grim or anything like that. So it makes you wonder, what is the status on all this update behind the scenes? What are they trying to do? Where are they going? How far along is it? Hell if I know. Housemaster, don't say shit. Horse Mustard. Communicate with the fan base. Horse Mustard, please. But sadly, I don't think that's going to happen. Believe in the heart of the cards. I can finish. Yes, I will. I do. Also, the heart of the cards was not real in the original anime. That was a dumb, made up by 4 kids element. It was really quite funny. When I learned that as a kid, I was like, what? I was lied to by 4 kids. Entertainment. Who apparently no longer exist. They went out of business a long time ago. Or something. Jack, how do you feel about putting audio files in custom music discs? That would require me tangling with a resource pack of some kind. Not that I'm against a resource pack, but I don't know how to make resource packs. I don't feel like learning right now because my plate is full enough. The thing about this game, and one of the big draws that I was hoping would kind of be, you know, a part of the game, is that you would be able to enjoy the game and experience it no matter what you're playing, you know, because every element of the game is totally vanilla. And so anything the game has to offer is more or less a unique, unified experience. You playing the game and me playing the game, despite whatever, you know, intermediary mods or anything that we have, we're all going to get the same experience playing the game because that's how it works. You know, that's how it is meant to be experienced. And so a custom audio file, some sort of, I don't know, something that you're supposed to have in addition to the game. Like, what if you stumble across my base and you don't want to grief me? And then you're like, oh my God, this game is amazing. And you play it. And you get the full experience because you could play it in full already right there. You just got lucky and found me or something. And that's kind of like what I'm getting at. Like, anyone who walks in here and plays this game is guaranteed to have the same general tailored experience that I want you to have. And it will not require you go to some website or some place or know me on Discord, friend me, etc. and you get the resource pack. If I make a resource pack. I don't want that. I want you to, like, know what to experience. You can be guaranteed your experience will be, you know, more or less what I expect you to have. Just making sure everything in here is good, and it does kind of seem like it. That's weird. Wasn't there anything else in here? No. Okay. Guess not. So yeah, this area turned out pretty neat. I like that that doorway / window there. You can tell there's an area back in there you can go to, but you have no direct access to it unless this door happens to just be open. So I like that. First time you were lied to by the media? Oh, yeah, I see what you mean. Also, there's this little pocket in here, which has since been closed off. And now that I look at it, it doesn't serve any purpose. It's just this little tiny area, and that's that, and that's that. And, like, I don't know how to feel about this. This is an oversight. This little pocket was created by complete accident. And so I'm just wondering, what can I do with this? How can I best manipulate this? Is there even a point to having this pocket in the first place? You know, I could just leave that shut in there and nobody will ever know that it's even there at all. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you guys feel I should put something secret in there. Maybe an Easter egg, make it difficult to get in there, maybe. I don't know. Have you any anime beside Fate? Have I seen? Is that the word you were going for? Yes, I have seen thousands of anime at this point. Funny enough, speaking of anime, I'm gonna just very, very briefly touch on this. There was this big kerfuffle that occurred last week sometime. Someone got a hold of they had to have been a higher up or someone in Netflix. We don't really know what or who yet. We assume it was on the Japanese side. We can't really know right now. Obviously, investigations are pending. But someone over at Netflix leaked a bunch of upcoming anime, and I mean a lot of them, to the point where, like, it could threaten probably Netflix, and I think Crunchyroll was involved, and maybe one or two other little outfits. And a bunch of leaks happened. And I was just like, whoa, that's bad. Because, you know, leaks of this nature are very, very egregious, you know, breaches of contract, and, like, people will go to jail over this, and it's just like, wow, you fucked up over anime. Like, what the hell? And this is stuff that was just going to air in like 2 months. Like, it would have been on television. It would have been on Crunchyroll. You would have had the opportunity to get it. Maybe not necessarily for free, but certainly, like, easier, you know. And so all the shit gets leaked. And it's like, what? It was an interesting, very exciting sort of... I was reading and watching a few threads of how this all was unrolling, and I was watching a video this one commentator made about it, and I was just like, whoa. This is a good little popcorn drama to... or little drama to eat popcorn to. I'm going to watch it and see how it unfolds. But a series that is upcoming, getting its season 3 in October. I'm rewatching it. Oh, god damn it. Okay. All right, we're back. Whew. Okay, very brief internet-related issue. No idea why. Yeah, it'll go away, I promise. Anyway, and so yeah, I was rewatching Re:Zero. I hadn't seen it since like the pandemic. And unfortunately, when you get old, your mind doesn't remember as many things like plot details and such. So I was rewatching Re:Zero, and because the season 3 of Re:Zero is coming out. So I wanted to refresh my memory and sort of get up to where we should be. What the hell? Ha, you're soft-locked loser. Is this hole available? Oh my god, you actually can fall in there. What the fuck? Universon, did you put that there? Okay, I'm gonna get rid of that lighting here in a minute, but still. Yeah, no, you shouldn't be able to fall in there and get soft blocked. That's silly. I'm going to block that in. Somehow. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it like that. Nobody needs to know that was a hole you could once fall into. Thousands, wow. Black Lagoon Season 4? I don't think Black Lagoon is getting a Season 4. Although, I don't know, I have not bothered to watch Black Lagoon yet. I've heard good things about it. I'll get around to it. It's just, I don't know. I know there's... Black Lagoon had an anime, and then it kind of just didn't, like, finish all the material they had to adapt. So who knows? Maybe they could go on and do more. I don't know. Haven't bothered. Don't really care right now. Focusing on other things. The whole Re:Zero fan base is mad because they made... Yeah, they did. They certainly did. I noticed and I thought, wait, that feels strange. Why did they change that? But whatever, it doesn't matter to me. Anime girl boobs are worthless. They're not real. They don't affect your real life. Sorry. Just no point in obsessing over them or worrying about it. Minor detail, leave it alone. There we go. Almost all anime gets season 2 now. Part of that is because they are thinking in the long term, because they know they can market it for longer. Part of it is that it generates, when you make a really long form series, it generates a lot of fan support, which can then translate into sales. Also, people want to be part of a movement or a phenomenon, so like when a series gets popular... Sorry, somebody's bothering me. When a series gets popular... Oh, god damn it, it's doing it again. What are you... Okay. It's probably going to improve. Although I say that. Anyway, let me just try and carry on here. So yeah, when you get something that runs long term, and you have people who are, you know, fanatical about it, you will end up kind of making something of an impact on meme culture, which in turn strengthens and prolongs the life of any series and thus the money that can be extracted from said series. So no, like, it's all a sort of business venture, if you will. Sorry about how bad the connections decided to be. Will I invite XCC2? Yeah. I should probably get a hold of him and have him come here. God, when was the last time I saw XCC2? Holy shit, it's been a while. It's been months since I last talked to that man. I need to, like, get him here. I don't think... He's not even at my base, so, like... Is it true that Ormonger lagged the crap out of 2PGT in the early days? I'm sure he did inadvertently. He made very large-scale redstone machines. And back in those days, redstone and a lot of the other aspects of Minecraft, that shit was not well optimized. And so, yeah, there probably were lag spikes and other things created by Warmonger. I don't think he did it maliciously. I just think he lagged the server without realizing that that would be the byproduct. He also probably didn't care so much because it was anarchy. You know, I mean, you're free to lag the server. Obviously, people will do things to you if you do that, so maybe don't lag the server. But, like, you have the freedom to do so if you wish. Can't much, like, I know, for example, there was this one guy, I don't want to name names, so I won't say anything, but he was messaging me over Discord about a week ago. And he was like, yeah, I'm going to my friend's place. And then he showed me this lag machine, supposedly, that his friend was making. And he was like, yeah, we're going to set it up and fire it off during No Server November. And I was like, oh yeah, they couldn't do No Server November last year because nobody knew any exploits how to cripple Folia. And so and he assured me that it worked. And then we had a bunch of crashes last week. Or it was Sunday or some shit. And then that MOTD went up about, oh, well, we're fixing the lag exploit, or the crash exploit, or whatever the hell it was. And I'm just like, ooh. I hope that guy's lag machine was the source. Because if so, that'd be hilarious. Because then maybe his lag machine won't work in time for No Server November. Oh my god, speaking of lag. The anime is trash, but I've been following for such a long time I want to know the ending. Oh, Data Live. Yeah, you're probably better off waiting for a series to finish and then let the dust settle so that people's opinions about the series are not so, like, polarized, I guess is the right word. Damn it. Brick. Huh? Oh, this is falling water, isn't it? Or is it? I don't get it. Maybe I fucked up and didn't put water in there when I should have. Oh well. Schematics are not perfect. Oh shit. Spilled my tea everywhere. Fuck. Give me a sec. There we go. I was seeing Stardew Valley was getting a lot of popularity. Yeah. Stardew Valley is probably like the sort of... It's not Minecraft, obviously. But like it is the go-to Minecraft wannabe, I guess. Or no, that sounds rude. That sounds like it... How would I describe Stardew Valley? It's like a different take on the genre of Minecraft. It's very... what is the name of that? Harvest Moon. That's it. It's like if Harvest Moon and Minecraft had a baby. That's Stardew Valley. And I understand. A lot of people love Stardew Valley. And a lot of people love Harvest Moon. So, like, it kind of all pans out, I guess. Makes sense. Oh, hey, Acers, welcome. Yeah, I have no idea why it keeps lagging. We had to call one of the technicians, try and come out and see what the deal was. He'll be out tomorrow, so no idea if he'll actually find anything. I think we're having troubles because of something else. Like whatever they were going to fix a week or two ago, they just didn't fix it. Or they fixed it, but it made another problem. Hard to say. You can never be certain these days. Oh shit, I forgot more redstone. I'm gonna end up mixing stuff up or forgetting to like hook up a vital system or something, and the game is just not gonna work on me. And I'm gonna be like, well, why didn't it function? And I'm gonna be scratching my head, and it's gonna be like 1 or 2 dots of redstone in some dark corner that I have overlooked for several phases of building. It's lagging, I know. Again, the VOD will be better, I promise. Okay. Right over here. Okay. Was your message deleted? I hope not. I didn't see a message. Nobody deleted it. It may not have sent. Sometimes that happens. What'd you say, Red Dalek? Was it a bee or a redstone lag machine? What? Oh, for that guy's thing? I couldn't tell what it was. It looked like he had a bunch of anvils. But he was like, yeah, I don't actually know how my friend's lag machine works. And I was like, all right, whatever. I knew better than to try and press him because I knew he wouldn't give me any answers. Those internet goblins are chewing on the cords. I certainly feel it. I could certainly feel it, Titan Boss. I'm so sorry. Just in time for the 1-year anniversary. Bonk. That is a, for those of you who don't know, that is a reference to my schedule card that I made this week. It was me getting hit over the head with the reminder that the 1-year anniversary is about to roll around. Which it is. Can you believe we've been updated for a whole ass year? You said Jackboy watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I might. I've heard a lot of good things about Jujutsu Kaisen. I do, however, want to exercise some caution. Personal caution. Because I have heard of this or that anime for years. Like Attack on Titan. Okay? Heard a bunch of shit about that, and I was like, alright, whatever, I might watch it. And then I've always also been under the impression that it's probably better to just marathon the thing, see it in, one go. But that requires it to be finished. Well, Jujutsu Kaisen isn't finished. But you know what finished recently? My Hero Academia. And everybody was upset as hell about how it ended. And I was like, huh. Yeah, that does sound stupid. I read the synopsis of how it ended. And I was like, yeah, that doesn't feel like a proper ending, a good resolution. And I was like, yeah, I think I'll sit that one out. What the hell do I have to lose by just not watching or seeing something? Like, a bunch of people were, really into it when it was airing, and that's neat. But that, by and large, the phenomenon is over, and it has a bad ending, or a subpar ending, maybe is the better way to put it. So then, I just don't see a reason to care. If it's got a bad ending or a subpar ending, I'm just not that interested. There are way too many things I could watch that would scratch that itch just as well, but will be more fulfilling because their endings don't suck. That kind of thing. A bad ending, oh man, I've seen so many shows over the years have their legacy ruined by a bad ending. I'll never forget my mother and I when I was really young. There was this very popular show, and it grew a hell of a fan base. It was called Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and the reason you may not know about it is simply because it had a shitty ending, And the fan base got rabid and out of hand. And that very much tarnished the actual show's reputation. And years later, when Netflix came around, and we learned that everything under the sun was on Netflix, at least at the time. Before Netflix, Netflix was the only game in town, I believe. This is before Netflix pulled everything down and a bunch of other competing services showed up. And when that happened, we rewatched a bunch of stuff like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, just a bunch of other shows that we loved, from the 90s. Xena Warrior Princess, we loved that one. Shitty endings. I tell you, shitty endings will just ruin people's opinions of something. And so I was eager to rewatch a lot of these because I was an adult. Because I had watched those when I was a kid. So obviously, the idea of I'll be able to see this in a different light now that I'm an adult. Cool. Yeah, it was still disappointing. What can you do? So yeah, no, if it's if Jujutsu Kaisen has a bad ending, I want nothing to do with it. I know that it is good right now, but there's no guarantee it'll stay that way. There have been lots of shows and media and properties that I've gotten to partake in over the years, and I'd be like, oh, this is so good. How can it go wrong? And then it does. And I'm just like, well, shit. So don't think for a second that, what is good will stay good. Consistent goodness is a lot harder to come by than you think. It's not about the destination. Some things are about the journey. True, but a lot of stories still have to have a good payoff. They have to have a reasonable level of reward for the investment of you having read them. If I'm going to spend time watching, reading, doing whatever, I expect to have had a reasonable level of satisfaction when I get to the end. So I agree, the destination isn't always important, but there is some importance to it. You can't fully shrug off the idea of, well, it's the journey, not the destination. No, the destination does matter too. Maybe not as much as the journey, but it still does matter. And you do need something of a payoff for me to get invested, because there's too many other things out there that I could watch or see or do. And yeah, I'm sorry, it's a very, very tough times. We're very spoiled, are we not? For no end to media, no end to the amount of fun, interesting things you can do or see. God, we are fucking spoiled. JoJo is still your favorite anime since 2020? Yeah, JoJo blew my mind. I was genuinely taken aback by how engaging and entertaining it was. JoJo is the gold standard for a lot of things, even though there are members of the fan base that need to chill the fuck out. Fun fact, I make a JoJo reference in my episode 5 of Storytime with Jack. It's very obvious. It's not couched or hidden behind anything. You'll be able to notice. Do I prefer the main character to be the villain, like in Death Note? No. So, some of my favorite anime are things like Slayers, Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star. What's another really, really good one? Fate Zero, Fate Stay Night. I want the heroes to do something interesting or to go through some sort of self-discovery process. But I also want there to be, like I said, a proper reward for it. You don't get something for nothing. But you don't get nothing for something either. It's equal parts both. And a lot of those shows, they have that good payoff. So I don't know. Okay. One smooth quartz there. I'm gonna make that. Oh, this was where all the skulk and the moss was stored. Okay. I was like, what the hell was in here? Why is it empty? Yeah, it's because you emptied it, Jack. You fucking idiot. Oh, god damn it. Where did I put my ladders? Death Note was also pretty good. Yeah, Death Note's ending was, like, unfortunate, but kind of understandable. Because, you know, he was a killer. He was a ruthless monster. Like, he needed to be put down. Main dude needed to be stopped. But at the same time, I don't know that I was, like, in favor of him being stopped on a personal level. Not because I believed in what he was doing or anything like that, but because I just don't feel like it went the correct direction. It went in an interesting direction, that's certain. But I can't say I was, like, super invested in who Light was as a person. I don't know. Maybe a Death Note redo, but from L's perspective, might have been better. I don't know. For JoJo parts 1 and 2, the next parts were repetitive. Stand users beat down. It annoyed you that the main character stands would always just have to get... Yeah, I mean... I don't know. I loved part 3. I loved part 4. I think we're just fundamentally very different people, Joe Billy. Actually, 2 ladder blocks should do it. JoJo, the combat was more engaging in parts 1 and 2. The stands were their own. Yeah, like, I think going forward, JoJo is more about the spectacle of the stands and, like, the bizarreness of the situations they get into. And so trying to have it be something else or expecting something else. I don't know, maybe the show is just not for you. It's just literally infinite possibilities. Yep. I'm looking forward to a part 7 anime adaptation, if and when we get one. Okay. All right. Are we done with this layer? It kind of looks like it. Oh, no. I gotta get 2 turtle eggs. So we're not completely finished. Some turtle eggs to act as, I don't know, shelf knickknacks. I don't think we ever agreed on what half the stuff we used as shelf knickknacks were meant to be. Like, I remember the daylight sensors were going to be boxes of soap. The candles are meant to be bottles of shampoo. I think the turtle eggs were also a type of soap. I know the buttons were a type of soap. I don't think we ever arrived at what sort of thing that was meant to be. Okay. Oh, hello, Olaf. Mr. Beast offers you $100,000 to quit 2B2T. That's difficult, man. I probably wouldn't actually quit. I would just take his money and pretend to quit. Because, see, Mr. Beast's name is Mud now. So, like, I don't know that I could openly take money from Mr. Beast, actually. Now that I think about it, that might be, like, stupid as hell. What do I think about Berserk? Oh my god, I love Berserk. Oh, I loved Berserk. It's so good. I'm eagerly awaiting the next chapter. I was devastated in 2021 when I heard about the news. Which is understandable. It was really, really dark times. Dalek said something is here. Okay, sorry. Berserk, have I read the manga? Yes, I read it every time it comes out. I love it. Absolutely in love with Berserk. I just wish it would come out faster. But I understand. You can't rush, you know, that sort of level of polish and quality. Rickson or Ranch, should I prefer to watch? I like Rickson over Ranch. I don't know Ranch. I know Rickson better. Rickson's a cool dude. He's got a really down-to-earth personality. I just don't know anything about Ranch. Thanos was right. I'm not gonna get into like Marvel shit. I'm not a Marvel fan. I liked Iron Man 1. Iron Man 2 was okay. But nah, I'm not gonna sit here and say evil tyrannical villain was correct. Like, they're evil tyrannical villains for a reason. My mother hated Thanos when she went and saw Endgame, and I was like, is he really that bad? Or it wasn't Endgame. Well, it was Endgame and the first Avengers movie. And I don't blame her. Like, sounded like a shitbag. Oh, damn it. I did not get enough. Okay. I'm just gonna have to... Okay, fuck. What is it with these damn turtles? And not, like, reproducing enough eggs to match the population. Like, what is up with that? I'm just gonna leave that there for now. It's not like turtle eggs are hard to come by. It's just like, why are they not laying enough to match what they are, you know? Why are they not laying at least 2 eggs per thing? Like, they should be laying 3 or 4 more readily. I don't know. Fuck turtles, man. You hate Zero Neb, biggest tinfoil hat on... Yeah, Zero Neb was definitely a character. I think the character of the tinfoil hat wearer is underappreciated. I'm not saying believe what he has to say. I'm just saying, like, actually he was amusing. Even if he was crazy. Though, I will give Zero Neb some credit. He did have some things accurate. Like, he knew back in the no-com days that something was up. He knew back during the Mun Map, what was it? Mun Map and Spawn something. The Masons that were using Randar to rob stashes. Like, he knew something was up with that, too. So, like... I'll give him credit. You know, a broken clock is right twice a day, if nothing else. Maybe if he took some schizo pills, he could end up actually becoming a really neat detective. Because he obviously has observational skills. I just think he lets his imagination get away with him a little too much. No-com got you. One of the largest stashes on the server. Oh, fuck. I'm sorry to hear that, Olaf. Zero Neb was an act? Ooh. Ooh, are you saying there's a conspiracy? And that people like Zero Neb are complicit? Or something? I don't know. Was there a group sort of effort to cast light on things, but to divert everyone's attention? Ooh. Fuck if I know, man. You know it's serious when Zero Neb posted about the 2BT starter Reddit. Starting Jacktherippa secretly has the biggest dupe stash on the server. No. I lost everything, dude. Like, I am barely able to scrounge up the crap that I have in order to make this game. I've had to work for everything since returning last year. I was lucky and Alpha had some stacks of things in his ender chest. Mostly tools. And that was it. And, like, obviously we've gone crazy with trading and, like, infrastructure creation. So it's not like I've sat on my hands. I'm one of the few people who will not just make a stash. I will do something with that stash. That stash will be put to use. It won't just all sit there in chests. You know? Does Jack have the biggest dupe stash? No, I don't have a dupe stash at all. Like, this is it. What I got up there, where's my storage room? What I got in here is it. Like, I even had to remove chests because they were actively harming my frame rate. Because originally I had chests going from up here to up here. And it was really cool to look at. But at the same time, it was really painful to play in this area. And it's going to get even more painful to play in this area as time goes on. Like, yeah, the villagers are my main source of income. As well as, you know, the other little sundry farms that I have hooked up. Maybe I should turn on the cobblecucker again. Haven't done that in a while. I'm going to have to go back to AFKing and stuff for stone. I'm running out. I have screenshots and the knowledge that it all happened. Oh, damn. When will your base be found? Or is this tobacco product, fake gun, smoke, CGI cigar? What? Can you say that like in English? I understood maybe half of your message, Acers. Have I watched Avatar? Yes, the original Avatar cartoon was really good. You know, it's kind of funny. Like, a lot of people, they're puzzled by why and how I know so much about, you know, because I'm 35. Like, I'm too old, according to some people. How do you know SpongeBob? How do you know Avatar? How do you know this, or this? And I'm like, I was the target audience for all of that shit when it came out. And some of it I've watched, some of it I haven't. Just depends. But like, this idea of, oh no, you can't possibly know these things that us Zoomers know. As though anything you know, I haven't had the chance to know as well. Like, it's really just silly. So yeah, I watched Avatar way back when it came out. I was impressed with it. It was really nice. For American animation that was obviously emulating the anime style and also was not an episodic, you know, your standard children's cartoons, which are all episodic. It was genuinely trying to tell a good story, and it succeeded. I would never have expected that to happen outside of anime in the early 2000s. That was impossible, just about. Only anime stories were like long form and had, you know, a definitive start and finish. You know, they told a story and they had character arcs and the like. Like, you just didn't see that in Western cartoons. Mostly because it had to be episodic schlock. It was never anything permanent. Like, that's fine. The episodic stuff is fun. Like early Looney Tunes. Like, I loved Looney Tunes as a kid. So, like, I get that. But, you know, sometimes you get tired of the episodic mess. You want a story that actually sticks with you. You want something that's like meaningful and substantial and real. Or, well, not real, but like it feels real. You know what I mean? Like, it does what all good fiction does, and it draws you into the story. That's what I mean. And your average Looney Tunes whatever can't really do that. And a lot of American cartoons couldn't do that. And then Avatar came along and busted that completely open. And I was just like, holy shit. People who actually know how to write a story, oh my god. And sadly, they really haven't succeeded since. Avatar was kind of a flash, or not a flash in the pan, but like an aberration. Avatar was very much the exception, sadly. Oh well. Have I seen... Oh, Monster. Ooh, I saw a really good... I didn't watch Monster. I watched a synopsis video of Monster. And it was like 2 or 3 hours long. And it went into everything about it. And it absolutely sold me on Monster. The problem is, it was the most spoilerific thing you could ever ask for, because it was an in-depth 3-hour analysis of Monster, and it was superb, and I was hooked. And if I didn't know anything about it now, I would absolutely go watch Monster. So until I forget what that analysis video was about, and thankfully I probably will in the next 3 to 5 years, then I'll be like, yeah, what was Monster about? I don't remember, but I remember it was really good, so I'll go watch it. And then I'll get a more, intended experience, kind of. I'll still kind of know, but like I won't know a ton of the details. And then it'll be good, and it'll be like worth watching then. So, as unfortunate as it is to have everything about something totally spoiled for you, I did it to myself, so it's fine. Okay. Stray bits of stone, I think we're good on. Time to go and place smooth quartz. Quartz as smooth as a baby's bottom. There we go. I'll keep a stack on me just in case. There we go. How old am I, Bashbang? I have already said I'm about to be 35. I will be 35 next month. Or no, less than that. 3 weeks this Wednesday. Jeez. Is this a fake base all along? No, it's not a fake base. It's very real. The real base were the friends we made along the way. Or whatever gay bullshit you care to make up. I don't know. Have I been lying? No. Not as far as I'm aware. If I've been lying, I haven't even noticed, which in that case, is it a lie? If you tell something that ends up not being true, but you yourself do not know that it is not true, is that a lie? I would think not, right? Holy bro, I thought you were an alt. Okay. I don't know why you would think I'm an alt of anything or anyone, but sure, whatever. What am I making, Maxley? I'm making a game. Whoops, too far down. I'm making a game of epic proportions. This big game is going to be a Metroidvania-styled rat maze of sorts. It is Backrooms themed. I don't know if you can tell that very well. It's more pool rooms than the traditional level 0 yellow wallpaper rooms. But, yeah, it's going to be a gigantic maze. And while I'm at it, while I'm explaining what this is, I'm going to be making, or rather, I've already made these playing cards. So what these are is these map arts are going to be game tokens. They are what are known as power cards. You run through the game and you navigate this, this gigantic maze, of which there is going to be lots and lots and lots and lots. You navigate this maze and you will get lucky eventually, and you'll find one of these cards. There are 8 of them in total, and they took a long time to make. And when you find a card, you then go to, let me find the exact spot. There will be a bunch of computers, much like this. And these computers are actually a submission system that will carry the cards over to a system that I'm going to make over here. And that will give you the power-ups or the ability listed on the bottom of the card. So you'll have the ability to find a card, and you have to find a card to escape. Because when you find a card, not only do you get the power the card lists, you also get a key which will lead you to an exit. And there are 8 exits in total. Each one of these storm drains here on this bottom edge here of my drain the Neo Drain, Ocean's Anomalous. Each one of these storm drains down here in the corner, there are 8 of them. That's an exit from the game. And so when you get out through the exit, that's how you know you've beaten the game. And so the anomaly, that's why it's called Ocean's Anomalous. The anomaly is there is an entrance into the back rooms down here. And obviously that's how you start the game. As you come in here and, you know, this door opens and you fall into the back rooms and you're a lost researcher and you got to figure your way out. And so that's how you do it. You find a power card of some kind, you get a key, and then you get the fuck out. And you do that while not dying. And if you die, you lose, you know, game over, etc. And we're going to have people set their beds up here. Set your spawn, you know, you can even do a pearl stasis if you really want to. That kind of thing. Should be cool. Should be really cool. Unfortunately, the build itself is fucking huge. So it's going to take a while. But hopefully by the end of next month, I'll have it. That's my ETA. I can't guarantee that that's where I'll have it, but like, maybe. I don't know. Oh, hey, Andres. Welcome. My nips are so tweaked while listening to how to play this. Congratulations, I guess. I assume that's a good thing. I don't know. I've never tweaked someone's nipples, so I'm going to assume that's a good thing. But I won't lie, that sounds fucking weird, man. Phrase it some other way, please. Okay. So, all of this is brick, quartz brick. And a little bit of smooth quartz here and there. Bam. Damn it. There we go. Okay. What am I going to do after the base is done? Well, after the game is finished, I'm probably going to end up finishing these Space Valk 1 inspired towers. There are going to be 6 of them. They'll sort of flank the outer edges here. I've got the spots set out for them. So I'm going to do that. And then there was a base I made on Constantium last year. I was going to make something styled similarly to that, where these giant columns of gray concrete are. And then I was going to connect everything up underground somehow. So as you can see, I've got underground stuff. You know, I've got a desk, I've got a living quarters, you know, I got everything. And then if that's done, if I make it that far, I'm assuming that's kind of like the end of the base. I don't know. I may or may not move to a new place and do something else. I might continue building here. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead because I doubt I'm going to get that far right now. Because once I start inviting people for the game, I know that it's going to be like, ugh. Oh well. I'm going to do my best. Have I played Left 4 Dead or Left 4 Dead 2? No, I don't really care to play the cooperative multiplayer shooters. Sounds kind of boring, TBH. Anyone watching, 12 likes? Come on, guys. Thank you, Drowse. I appreciate your kindness. I don't, like, demand that people do anything. If you want to like it, cool. If you don't care or you don't think about it, that's fine, too. I fell. I do appreciate anything anyone will do. You know, if you want to support me in some way, if you just leave me a comment or just a like on the video, whatever you want to do, I'm all right with that. If you ignore it, that's okay. Like, just being here is enough for me. Anyone try to humorlessly replicate my name? I don't think so. No, I don't think they have, honestly. I don't know. Maybe people have tried and I've just not noticed. Or if they've tried, they've not... Oh, wait, I take that back. Someone did do that. Yeah. It was a friend of mine. He was messing with me. He was using the name to mess with me. He made Jacktherippa. And this was like back in 2019, 2018, somewhere in there. And he was like, "Oh, Jack, what are you doing?" And he was like, "I'm your brother. I'm Jacktherippa." And I was just like, sure, whatever. And I mostly just ignored it. And then eventually the guy, I knew him, he came clean. And he was like, "Yeah, I own Jacktherippa." And I'm like, okay, whatever. The account's named Jacktherippa's grandma. No, I think he means an in-game name, not a YouTube thing. What are my thoughts on Boogie? Oh, the cancer faking fat piece of shit who is in all ways a complete and total disgrace to the YouTuber communities that he was a part of. I mean, he's probably a good guy, right? He's not the kind of person to, steal people's money and fake having a condition and then pretend that he's actually like something he isn't, or, do any other awful stuff like that. Like, I'm sure everything that has ever been levied against Boogie has just been people's jealousy. Yeah. It must be. They must just be jealous of Boogie. They must be jealous of Boogie and his 500 pounds and his, terminal online existence and his crippling anxiety. Yeah, they must just be very jealous. Like, that's the only explanation I can think of. Yeah. You'd pay to see Darkside Phil play the game. Yeah, Darkside Phil on 2B2T would be quite a fun trolling opportunity, I agree. Problem is, Darkside Phil knows that too. So, it ain't gonna happen. A good day. Thanks for streaming. You're welcome, Rusher Plus. Thanks for coming out, man. I feel like someone like Boogie probably needs to get put in a home of some kind. He isn't, like, breaking the law, though I don't know. It depends on, like, an official investigation. He probably is breaking the law. Scams are obviously illegal. So that would be up to an investigation to prove or disprove, and then obviously a court of law would have to get involved. But that, I think, for the best outcome for Boogie, he would need to get put in some sort of an institution, permanently, and forced to better himself. Now, unfortunately, that also is probably against the law, because you can't institutionalize people against their will unless they are a threat to society. And I don't think Boogie is a threat in the classical sense. I think he's a threat in the, you'd have to be an idiot and fall for his scams, in which case he can just get taken to court, punished by being thrown in jail, but they can't put him in an institution forever. Despite the fact that the man probably doesn't need to be on the internet anymore. He, Darkside Phil, Chris Chan, and like 3 or 4 other major locals probably just need to have their internet rights revoked forever. That would go a long way toward helping them. Unironically. Whatever funny, stupid, awful things they do or have done to them, it probably would just be for the best if they were just no longer on the internet. However, I also know that ain't gonna happen. Please let us know if you have gotten faded and obliterated. Faded and... What the fuck are you talking about? No, none of those things have happened. Boogie fell quite down, even though the Ray William Johnson clout. Oh, yeah. The documentary he made on him. Yeah, he squandered his ability to make a living, I feel. He could have probably done something. Oh, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's another moth. Okay. Whew. It's just a moth coming to say hello to my fucking face. Anyway. I feel like with Boogie, he's probably got some sort of like compulsive lying disorder or habit or complex, or whatever you want to call it. And a bunch of other problems compound it. Now, that by no means, exonerates him from any wrongdoing. But that I would like to see the man get a lot of help. Like, permanent help. If nothing else, banned from the internet sounds like a great place to start. Low tier god, I don't really pay attention to people like that. He's a rapper, right? Or some sort of celebrity. Celebrities, rappers, music artists, I don't really pay attention to any of them. I've heard about low tier god, but I don't know anything about him. I'm just guessing. I know about the memes, and I fucking love them. That's fun. You should meme yourself now. Like, that was fun. Seeing low tier god's scathing remarks become a joke. But, like, I don't know enough to care. If he died tomorrow, I wouldn't really know what to say or think about it. Like, that sounds cruel and heartless, and I hate to say it that way. But, like, that's how it is with celebrities these days. I genuinely don't know anything about them. Don't care about them. Don't have any tie to them. So, like, don't know what I'm supposed to feel or what I'm supposed to think. Oh, yeah. Speaking of, oh, shit. This just came to mind. Did you know Susan Wojcicki died? She died of cancer. Did you guys hear about that? Like, the OG YouTube ruiner. The Wicked Witch of the West Coast. I think she was on the West Coast. Like, she died at like 50. Like, that's fucking surreal. Like, I know a lot of people hated her, but like, holy shit. That's just like so wild. You never even heard about any of it? Oh, good. Need to start learning some slang. No, I don't want to. Bruh. I feel like slang dumbs me down. Zoomer and alpha terminology makes me feel like I've lost brain cells. I prefer not to, thanks. Bruh. Like, you Zoomers have got to stop saying the word bruh and bro every 5 words. Like, come on now. I know they made fun of the Gen Xers and the Millennials for saying the word like every 5 words, and I admit it's a bad habit to get in. But I've been trying to break that habit. Albeit not, like, super successfully, but I've been trying. So you Zoomers are gonna have to, like, do your part too. So don't you at me with your fucking silly ass slang. Your net speak, your quick lingo, whatever the hell you're calling it. Your TikTok wording, TikTok verbiage. No thanks. Kind of glad she's gone, censored so many conservatives and slightly edgy people. Yeah, she was not good for the platform, I agree. I wonder if that's the reason she stepped down. When was that, like a year and a half ago now? She just sort of was like, okay, I can't do this anymore. And everybody rejoiced that she was gone. And I get that. I genuinely get that. Like, she was not a good person. But, like, damn. She just never would have guessed she'd have passed away like that. But you never truly know how much time you have until it's all up. So enjoy your life while you have it, because you won't always have it. I've seen the rise of esoteric in Gen Alpha. Yeah, it's a direct sort of like fighting back kind of instinct, because they've been told, you know, it's bad. And so they're beginning to become teenagers, a lot of the Gen Alpha kids. So what happens when kids become teenagers? They rebel. So yeah, they're becoming, because a lot of Zoomers did that too. A lot of Zoomers did the mustache man salute on TikTok and other things when TikTok was way more wild than it is now. God damn it. Oh, it's that fucking moth again. Okay. Anyway, and so, like, get off me. He bumped into me. He touched me. That moth touched me. He touched me in my no-no place. Anyway, and so, like, a lot of Zoomers did some really, like, cancelable shit in the 2017, 2018, 2019 era of TikTok. And I distinctly remember hearing about that and going, that's fucking hilarious. Because anyone who is even slightly leftist is probably just absolutely losing their minds at how, quote, much of a, insert mustache man ideology name here, all the kids are becoming. All the children are becoming, I can't say the word, but you know the word. And all I could do is just laugh. Because, like, no, actually, they aren't becoming those things. They're just rebelling because they're children. Because rebelling is what kids do. Kids love to rebel against the status quo. Any sort of, like, sacred moral or, unapproachable maxim. Kids love shitting on those things. They love making fun of that stuff. They love being irreverent and edgy. It's kind of a childish aspect. It's like it's a hallmark of childishness to a degree. But I don't see anything wrong with it because that's just how kids find themselves. That's how you discover who you are as a person. You push the boundaries and then you fuck around and you find out. And then you grow and you learn and you change. And that's how we, as people, become people. Become better people, I should say. And so it was just like, it's funny as hell to see people losing their goddamn minds over, oh no, the kids are doing the salute that we don't want them doing. And it's just like, people who obsess over the new generation being, they're too uptight, right? The new kids are wrong. The kids are not going to be all right. Like, kids are going to fuck up and do this thing or do that thing, and it's going to be so awful. And we're going to be ruled by a bunch of, insert that word. And it's just a simple matter of, actually, these kids will grow out of it, and you shouldn't worry about it. Because you look like a fucking idiot. And yet they get upset anyway, and it's so funny. Mothman, Mike is becoming... No, he really isn't. You guys like to think that about Mike, because you like to mess with Mike. But Mike also likes to mess with you. So maybe the road goes both ways, and you just don't realize it. Oh god. No. No! My internet's shite. Hopefully it'll fix. You were talking about Order of the Nine Angles, Aleister Crowley. Oh, what is that? I'm not talking about regular... Oh, so something more, like, out there. I don't know about that, man. I've not yet heard anything about this yet. I can't, like... A lot of that shit's just stupid anyway, so I wouldn't really worry about it. I don't know. If they start, like, sacrificing people to Molech or something, okay, yeah, then we have a problem. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if it ends up becoming an issue. Also, I'm aware the internet is dying on me. I've seen it in Instagram Reels. Oh, okay. I don't do Instagram, but that's cool. At least you have seen it enough to know that it might actually be real. Like, you're not just hearing about it on some, person's live stream like I am. Oh, wait, shit. I should have been using this. Fuck, I keep forgetting I have printer. I tried to tweak printer to get it to work better. Also, speaking of working better, I hope my internet works better. Please, net. Okay. Yeah. It's patched itself a little bit. Spacefout getting 500,000 likes on an Instagram reel. Yeah, that kind of like opened my mind a little bit. Not that I know how to make a good Instagram or TikTok anything. Like, that shit is not my wheelhouse. I don't know how to make a good TikTok. I barely know how to make a good video. So I'm just not going to worry about it. I did comment on that guy, the famous Space Valk 3 TikTok that's going around. I did comment on that. And I'm like, check out the fully developed version. You can look at the trailer. You can download the world for yourselves. That kind of thing. Like, Space Valk 3 is so finished. I kind of wish he had used the finished version. Oh well. Not much I can do about it. Shite. Ooh, this actually works from down here way better. Feels unmoderated TikTok? Oh, does it now? Ooh, that might be the direction everything is headed in until that gets, you know, compromised. I mean, that's the thing with the unmoderated, like, for example, unmoderated TikTok. Like, that's just not something that will ever come back. You know, TikTok is too famous now. It has to be moderated at all costs. But as soon as people realize that TikTok is too glowified and that Instagram Reels is where it's at, well, then that's where everyone's going to go, including the glowies who want to regulate that shit. So, enjoy it while you can, I guess. Unfortunate, but what can you do? It's a meme ideology until it isn't. Uh-huh. Well, like I said, until people start sacrificing each other to insert ancient Egyptian, Sumerian, whatever deity here, you know, I don't really care too much. Mostly because these things tend to die out. Like, these beliefs are just silly beliefs on the internet right now. Unless it goes into real life and becomes more serious, I don't really care. Yeah, there are a lot of these kids. Yeah, they may not know what it is. That's sadly true. But you're not going to be able to get them away from it. Like that occult mysticism stuff, there are a lot of people who fall for that shit. Most of it's harmless. That's the thing. Most of it can't actually achieve anything. So thankfully, it's not dangerous in that sense. But then a lot of kids getting indoctrinated by this could become dangerous. So maybe. But the sad news is that's up to their parents to mediate. You know. Pay attention to what your kids do online. Like, that's all there is to it. That's all anyone can say. I mean, what's worse? Having them fall into mustache man occultism? Or having your child play 2B2T? Like, which one is legitimately worse? I don't know. Giant riot outside your house? Oh my god, Joe Billy, are you okay? What's the riot about? Do you know? What is it I don't like about Boogie? Well, he decided to become a grifter instead of becoming a genuinely nice person. He decided to misuse his platform. So that's really what I don't like about him. He could have lost weight years ago and improved his self-image and improved how he thinks and how he feels. He could have had and has had multiple opportunities to better himself and those around him. And he wouldn't be having any of this drama or trouble. But he chose not to do any of that. So it is what it is. If you're going to be a piece of shit, I reserve the right to not like you. Now, my version of not liking someone is I just don't watch them. I don't involve myself in them. I don't... Yeah, I'll have an opinion, but like I'm not going to say they're the worst thing that ever walked the earth. I'm just going to simply say, hey, look, you know, this person bad. Here's my reasons why. Formulate your own opinion. Also, net troubles again. Might have to call it here for the evening if it isn't going to improve. Because, like, we went all day with it doing well, and I should have probably streamed then. Oh, well. Nothing ever happens. Because our country had a bunch of riots. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's where you are. You're in the UK. I see. Oh, man. Well, I hope whatever that is settles down soon, Joe Billy. But I also know that it isn't going to settle down because I know what those riots are about. Sadly. I know why everyone's rioting if you're in the UK. Is OBS telling you that it's a Wi-Fi issue or it's a YouTube issue? OBS only gives me a health indicator of my connection. And it is currently red. It tells me how many kilobits a second I'm uploading, which tells me my upload speed has been impacted. So it isn't even YouTube's fault. It's my internet provider's fault. So I guess whatever they did, they didn't fix it as fully as they wanted to. I don't know. We shall see. Okay. Well, until then, I'm just going to stream tomorrow at 8. Come hell or high water. Sorry if the quality was not up to snuff. I tried. Apart from that, that's all anyone can do. All we can do in this world is try. So yeah, I will catch you all later. User World at 8? Yeah, we'll be doing that, don't worry. Do not worry, we will be doing User Worlds. I've got, let's see now, Deadpool's base to look at. I've got Acer N's base to look at. Did you send me a base, Joe Billy? Before I sign off for good. Did you send me something? I don't remember. Like... I may have to do another ping everyone in the User Worlds area just to be safe. I think I looked at your thing last week, didn't I? Deadpool versus Wolverine. Yeah. Well, you know who I mean. Not that Deadpool, but our Deadpool in the Discord. Drowse the base clocking out. Okay. Take care, Drowse. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I did look at it. Okay, good. Making sure. All right. Well, at any rate, if you all want to give me a little bit of love, make sure to leave a like and a comment or something. Recommend me to your friends, that sort of thing. Other than that, I can't really, can't ask anything more of you guys. If you want to monetarily or financially, support the channel, then you can join the membership. You'll get a signed book on here, 2B2T. From me and access to my videos in their uncensored forms earlier than everyone else. Oh no, the internet is stopping me. It's going to prevent me from doing my thing. And other than that, you guys take care. Follow me on Twitter, join our Discord. All that is linked down below. And other than that, I will catch you all later. Goodbye.